Becky from Lessons by the Lake. So I'm wondering, how long can you work before you need a break? I think for me it's about 15-30 minutes, at least until I start thinking about something else. I don't necessarily always need to take a break, but my mind starts to wander around 30 minutes. What do you think it is for your students? Do you think about that? Do you notice their attention span depending on their age and their personality and their behavior? So something I use in my classroom is the take a break area. It's a responsive classroom practice, and this helps to combat some of those attention issues and needing a break, like we all do. So the purpose of taking a break in my classroom is for students to refocus, to calm down, and to make sure that they are able to learn at their best. So it's something that they're allowed to ask themselves and say, can I take a break? Or I can tell them and send them to go take a break. We all know when you're watching that student, you can tell they're getting real excited and they're on the verge of acting out or getting overexcited and getting distracted or distracting others. So sending them there kind of signals them that they need to fix something that's going on, that they need to take a little break. It's never a bad thing. I talk to them about it's a positive thing. It's an opportunity to calm down and reflect on what's going on before they get in trouble. So the take a break area can look so many different ways. So I've had it be at a desk with a chair that's just in the back of the room and it has some different objects at it. I've had it be an area with pillows behind a curtain. It depends on the needs of your students. So think about, would they like something private behind a curtain so that they're able to decompress by themselves? Is it important for you to be able to see them at all times and you don't want them to be behind a curtain? Think about their size, if they'd be more comfortable in a chair, on the floor. So all these different factors can help you design the perfect take a break area for your students. So no matter how you have it set up, you should have some things there to help them calm down and reflect. So some things I have in my take a break area is I always have a timer. So you can have a stand timer or a digital timer. Make sure it's for the amount of time that you want them to be in the take a break area. That's something important I talk to them a lot about, that they can't sit there for a half hour. That's supposed to be a few minutes, help them reflect, refocus, and then they need to get back to being an active part of the classroom. The good thing about the take a break area though is that they still can hear the instruction that's happening. So even if they're in a different area, even if they're behind a curtain, they're still listening. They're still hearing that math lesson. They're still hearing what's going on. It's not ideal for them to be behind a curtain, but it's better than them leaving the classroom and having to go to the office or go talk to a counselor and do something else. At least they're staying in the classroom and they're being around that instruction. So timers are great. What I like to do is when it's almost time for the students to come out of the take a break area, I just pop over and say, do you need to talk to me about anything? Sometimes they say yes and something's on their mind that's causing them to act that way and they want to talk to me and work it out, or they're having a problem or a question they need to ask me. A lot of the time they just say, no, I'm okay. I say, okay, you ready to go back? And they say yes or no. If they say no, we talk about why, and if so, what is something productive that they can do in this area to make sure that they're preparing themselves to go back to their seats. But if it's yes, then we say, okay, go ahead. I never want them to feel like they have to explain themselves to me. It's really an opportunity to foster their independence and their self-regulation, and I'm there to help and support and encourage in whatever they need me for, but I don't want to pry. If they have something going on at home that's causing them to be upset, they can come to me if they want to. Right. Anyway, back to the other things that I have in there. So I have usually keep some Play-Doh in there for them to roll around and play with, fidget in their hands. And I have some other fidgets like this Tangle they like to play with. I have these little marble fidgets they can just push back and forth. We have some stress balls we keep in there. We have some of these liquid timers that students like to watch. Different squishies that have little water beads in them. There's all different kinds of fidgets that we can have back there available. I keep coloring pages back there for them. Sometimes a whiteboard. Sometimes I keep just paper if they want to write me a letter or write down their feelings or draw a picture. Sometimes that really helps students calm down and refocus. I also keep these calming strategy cards that I'll post in the description. I got these on Teachers Pay Teachers, so it has different strategies to try. It has some reflection cards. How are you feeling? different ways to calm down, what they should think about, and if there are questions, if they're ready to return. So think about what's best for your students, what's going to help them. So it's good to keep a basket in that area of all the materials that you want them to have access to. So going back there, they should have everything that they need and a comfortable, safe space to be able to fix whatever's going on. So when they're taking a break, it's to help them. It's to really to benefit them. It's to refocus them. It's a productive break instead of them acting out and taking a break by starting to throw things across the room because they're getting bored. It's a way to refocus in a productive way. I've also done that there's been a reflection sheet in there, and then if they are sent by me, they have to fill out a reflection sheet of what they believe went wrong and how they can fix it. So it depends on your class if you think that would be effective or not. Would that be helpful for them to reflect and have to write something down? Is a verbal conversation enough? So it's really all depends on what your students need and what you feel comfortable doing with this take a break area. That's just an overview of how I run my take a break area. I'll put some links below, some more information from Responsive Classroom. It's a really useful tool. People also call it the chill out zone. There's a lot of different names for it, but I've always used take a break because I feel that's truly what it is. It's just taking a break for a moment. It's nothing bad. It's just a break to help refocus and get ready to keep learning and be your best possible self. If you have any questions about how to use the take a break area in your classroom, please let me know. This was just a brief overview. I'd be happy to do some more videos of giving more information if you would like that. But just let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help you get started. And thank you for stopping by.